Hey, third grade, this is Miss Liberty with your Wednesday lesson of Writing Fundamentals. Today we are in Immersion Day 2, so we are in the immersion phase, and this is Day 2. Our focus for today is going to be on the roles of students and teachers during Writing Fundamentals, as well as reading one of our mentor texts. So to review the roles that we went over yesterday, students are to listen carefully, participate in discussions, be prepared, try something new, work as a team, be respectful, write frequently, use their time wisely, take pride in their work, and live and grow as a writer every day. Now, I know that sounds like a lot. But if you look at the other side, the teachers also have a lot to do in writing fundamentals. So as your teacher, we will listen carefully. We will model what good writing looks like. We will encourage students, confer or meet with students, assess or grade writing. We will be respectful. We will also write frequently. We will help students grow and live and grow as a writer every day ourselves. Today's mentor text is titled, If You Were a Writer. This story is about a girl, Malia, who wants to be a writer just like her mother. She learns how to use her senses in her writing, and that writing takes a lot of hard work and time. Malia's mother was a writer. Sometimes she sat at her typewriter and her fingers bounced over the keys. Sometimes she stared at the paper in the typewriter and sat so still that Malia thought she was like a fairy tale princess who had been turned into stone by an evil spell. I would like to be a writer too, Malia told her mother. Then I could work with a typewriter the way you do. Mother shook her head. A writer doesn't work just with a typewriter. A writer works with words. If you were a writer, you would think of words that make pictures. Malia stroked the sleeve of her mother's silky blouse, and the words slippery, slithery, and soft slid into her mind. Uncle John, with the whiskery mustache, opened the front door and called, "Where is everybody?" Malia ran to hug him, and the words bristly and bushy bounced into her thoughts. Grandma asked me to deliver an apple pie, he said. It's still hot from the oven. He put the pie on the kitchen counter. Malia took a deep breath. The pie's fragrance turned into the words spicy, sweet, and sour. Don't you just want to taste? Uncle John whispered. I think we should sample it. He cut a narrow wedge and put it on a plate. They each took a bite, and Malia thought of tangy and tart. Uncle John went to talk to Malia's mother, who was still staring at the page in her typewriter. She's under a spell, Malia told him. It's not a bad kind of spell, Mother said. It's just called thinking of what to write next. When do you get out of the spell? Malia asked. When the right words come, Mother said. How do you know what they are? If you were a writer, you'd know, Mother said. You'd feel them inside you and you'd know they were right. Malia went outside. She climbed into the branches of the oak tree and watched the afternoon melt into evening and tried the feel of words. She saw a flash of gold streak through an orange sunset and she murmured, glittery and glowing. Soon the early evening stars winked through the deep blue sky, and the words she whispered were sparkling, silvery, shining, and shimmer. And the next day Malia awoke as the morning exploded into sunlight. She felt warm and cozy as she found the words bright and brilliant and blazing, and knew they were the right ones. At breakfast, Malia poured glasses of milk for her little sisters, Nikki and Veronica, and for herself. She took the cereal box away from Nikki, who was still reading the back of it, and dumped some flakes into a bowl. Would you like an egg? Mother asked. Malia gave the cereal box back to Nikki, who continued to read it, No thanks, Malia said. She didn't want to have to think about how to eat eggs. She wanted to think about being a writer instead. Mom, she asked, how does a writer tell about what happened in a story? The mother took a dirty sock and a tennis shoe from her chair and dropped them on the floor. She sat down and said, if you were a writer, you wouldn't tell about what happened in a story. You'd think of words that show what is happening. You'd use words that let people see what you see. The characters in your stories wouldn't just walk, they might stomp or stamp. Nikki looked up and said, or stumble, or stagger, or tiptoe and trip, Malia suggested, or tumble and twirl, Nikki shouted. Veronica laughed and bounced in her chair until she spilled her glass of milk. Mother hurried to find a towel. Malia giggled and said, and when they were tired, they could droop and drop. And then what? Nikki asked. Malia thought hard until she reached the words that would show what was happening. Then they could slip between the sheets to snore and sleep, she said. After school, Malia sat with her mother on the porch swing and watched a large black bee try to squirm inside a quivering honeysuckle blossom. Where does a writer get ideas? Malia asked. If you were a writer, you would search for ideas. Mother said, ideas are everywhere. The more you look for ideas, the more you will find. Is the idea the story? No, the idea is just the beginning of the story. If you were a writer, you would let ideas bounce in your brain while you watch them grow and turn them over to see the other sides. And poke them and push them and pinched off parts of them and made them go the way you wanted them to go. A dog dashed past them, racing down the street. A boy chased the dog, shouting, "Come back! Come back!" Maybe the dog and the boy could turn into an idea, Mother said. Ask yourself, what if? What if what? Malia wondered. What if a diamond necklace has caught on the dog's collar? What if the necklace has been stolen by a pirate? What if the boy is really a detective in disguise? What would happen then? So we're going to talk about some tips and tricks that we are receiving from Mom, but that is tomorrow's lesson. So today we're just going to be reflecting and thinking about the role of the student and the teacher during writing fundamentals. So tune in tomorrow for the rest of the story.